Welcome back. Now that the APVAR treatment is over, it's time to do a mite check using an alcohol wash. Let's see how it goes. Okay, let's begin with the obvious, removing the strips. Come on, gals. Go. Next step will be finding some open brood and getting bee samples from those areas. Also, I have to make extremely sure not to test the queen, because this will kill any bees being washed in the alcohol to detach the mites. Now, the way the alcohol wash works is you take a foam alcohol, or it could be windshield washer. You put just a bit inside, and then you add about a cup of bees. There's a marker inside the device which tell you when you have about 300 bees. You shake vigorously for a minute or two, and then you look at the bottom and count the number of dead mites that were detached from the bees. You're looking for a mite count for about 1% or less. So for 300 bees, that would be 3 or less dead mites at the bottom once the bees have been shaken. Okay, next step, finding a large patch of brood, preferably open brood. Ah, here we go. Open brood. Now we gotta make sure the queen is not on this frame, because the test involves killing a bunch of bees. Now, some people might think it's cruel to kill that many bees, but think of it as a hive, as a single organism, and each individual bee kind of like a red blood cell. Making double, triple, and quadruple sure our queen is not here, because I do see eggs. Okay, this looks like it's going to be our sample. Lots of open brood and no trace of our queen. Next step is taking a sample of bees. One of the most effective way is just running it down the frame. The bees fall over and into the cup. And since nurse bees cannot fly, they just stay in there. Needs a bit more. Alright, that's about 300 bees. Alright, now it's time to simply shake our sample vigorously for a minute or two and have a look at how many dead mites fall to the bottom. Now those 300 bees sacrificed themselves for the greater good of the colony. If there's enough mite, I know I have to do a second treatment. Usually oxalic acid should do. So without further ado, let's see our mite count. Very good news. The gold hive for now has 0 mite. Let's move on to the next hive. Marble hive, 0 mites. That's 2 for 2. I see 1 mite. Not a perfect score, but well below the threshold. 0 mites. Good news. And last but not least, the purple hive is at 0 mite. So, out of 5 hives, only 1 had mites,